How are you today? Good evening, Kiki, David, Christabel, and Hadriel. Good evening, Coach Victor. Good evening, Daniela. How are you doing? How are you today? Welcome to another class. Welcome. I hope you can hear me and see me clearly. Can you hear me? Can you see me clearly? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can everybody hear me? If you want to, can you put up your video? Good evening, Adriel. Good evening, Christabel. Welcome to class, the last class for this month of July. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for confirming. But before we start, can we run quickly? If you can put on your video, Daniela Divine Afolabi, if you can put on your video, if you can do that. If not, Deborah, you are welcome. You are welcome, Deborah. Thank you for joining in. Can we just, in about 5 minutes, refresh ourselves on what we learned, what we have learned so far? Maybe let's just do what we learned last week. What did you learn last week? What did you do with what you learned last week? If you have learned anything at all, which I believe you have learned something, right? I want to believe you've learned something you learned something last week. If you can put on your video, thank you for doing so. If you can. Okay, yeah, topic was teamwork, and how did you use that for the whole of last week? Did you have the opportunity to lead a team? We talked about leadership upper week. Were you able to? Did you have the opportunity to lead a team? Did you have the opportunity to also play out teamwork? Did we have that opportunity to do that? Shemi and Dara, you are welcome. You are welcome to today's class. Okay, we have just 3 minutes to go for anyone that wants to, speak of whatever you learned last week, whatever you learned, whatever you understood. What did you do with what you learned? I told you, you don't have to go far to practice whatever you have learned. You can, but as a matter of fact, do what? You can, everything that you learned, you can start from your home. Leadership starts from home, and when you start leading from your home, the Bible says, to whom, if you have been given little, what you trade with that little will be multiplied to you, right? If you remember the story of the parable of the talent, right? So the little you have been given, work with it, and what you have been given now, you've been given your family. You can start whatever is it you have been taught in your family, amongst your siblings, your brother, your younger brother or sister. You can play teamwork together. You can work together. I remember somebody said last week, teamwork make the dream work. And that is very, very correct. Deborah, okay. Deborah talked about the case study of group of friends that wanted to build a bridge, but they were not working together. A wise woman nearby used her wisdom to help them with their ability to work together. Yes, and they got the bridge done. But my question is, were you able? Yeah, that's part of my question. My second question is that how were you able to apply last week lesson? Were you able to apply it? Were you able to apply last week lesson in any way? Anoluwa Shetemi, welcome to class. Welcome to class. And in another 2 minutes, we kick off and run with today's class. Is anybody yet has anything yet to say about what you did with last week teaching, what you did with teamwork teaching last week? Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? Teamwork make the dream work. I mean, teamwork gets the work even done faster, when you have, I remember Coach Victor, my network was kicking me out of class, but some of the classes, some of the things I picked out from what Coach Victor said yesterday was the fact that, last week, was the fact that, everybody in a team have to work together. Everybody in a team have to agree and work together. Provided you are in a team, you need to be able to work with other people. And I think he gave an example of footballer, right? I'm not sure now, but if we look at footballers, they have different roles, right? In teamwork, as a team, in a team, there are different roles to be played, right? And if you look at the football team, there is the defender, the striker, there's the goalkeeper. If the striker decides to go and do the work of the goalkeeper, there will be confusion, and at the end of the day, the match may be lost. So everyone in a team have their own role to play, and the more you stick to your role, the more better you get at your role, right? Yes. So we kick off with today's class. I hope we are ready. If Coach Victor can help me with the slide. I'm not sure if I can call my slide in because of the network. Okay, thank you, Coach Victor. Okay, Deborah said she was able to apply it by, okay, we were playing games. It was not working because we were on our own. My mom was like the wise woman and asked us to work together. Then when we did it, work because we work together. Okay, that's good. That's great. Some of those kind of games are maybe puzzle. There are puzzles. If you work together as a team, you get puzzle fixed easily. Yeah, some of those kind of games, right? There's this other, yeah, a lot of puzzle, different kind of puzzle that you can work together as a team. Then today, we are rounding up the leadership series this today, and we are looking at problem solving. Robert H. Schauler said, problems are not stop sign. Problems are not stop sign. They are guidelines. Wow, what a quote. Problems are not, they are not a stop sign. They are what? They are guidelines. So you need to you need to move forward, you need to think through problem. That's what this quote, I believe, is telling us. We need to think through problems. Problems should not stop you. Problems should not stop you. That is why we are looking at problem solving today. Our lesson objective. Let's listen to. So by the end of this lesson, right, what are you expected to have known? You are supposed to, you should be able to define what problem solving is. At any moment in time where you can't hear me clearly, I want you to just try to let me know so that I can, maybe adjust or something. So at the end of the lesson today, you need to be able to define what problem solving is. You need to have understood a simple step-by-step process of solving any problem. Then you should also have practiced a method of approach, a method to approach challenges with confidence. Method to approach problem with confidence, like we saw in that quote, that problems, it is not a stop. Problems should not stop you from moving ahead. It should, it should help you think through steps that will get you ahead of that problem. And that is what we are looking at today. Has any of you peradventure solved any problem before? Maybe you have solved any problem before. Yes, if you have, just you can give me thumbs up. You know, you can, for those of us that have our video on, you can just give me thumbs up. I will know. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Kiki. Yeah, I can see you. Thank you so much. So our case study, and I would want somebody to read this for first part. Yeah, Anthony, thank you for letting me know you've solved problems before. So this class is going to be okay. Um, okay, Kiki or David, who is raising up to read? All right. You can go ahead. You can unmute yourself and go ahead.
Case study: Zola and the broken bicycle. Zola's bicycle chain breaks on her way home, and she feels a wave of panic and helplessness. She feels like she can fix the problem and will have to push her bike home.
Oh, wow. Can we just for a moment about, think about this first part? Say Zola's bicycle chain breaks. And the moment it breaks, what was in her mind? She thought she would have to what? Push the bicycle home. That the chain that breaks in the bicycle was a stop. According to that, our quote, it was a stop, right? It was a stop. And she already has a mind thinking she would do what? She would have to push her bicycle home. Then part two, okay, I'm not seeing that. Okay, Daniela, read part two for us. I'm not seeing if okay, go ahead.
Ma, should I read it from
From
your screen?
yes, you can. If you have
Okay.
read it from my screen. Yes, yes. Thank you, Daniela.
Zola remembers her father's advice. Every problem has a solution. She uses a four-step process to fix the chain and get home. She learns that she's not a victim of the problem. She's the person who solves it.
Wow. Did you just see that? Did you hear that? So Zola remembers her father's advice at that moment of need. She remembers what her father says. And what was that? That every problem has a solution. That is the first thing that should come to your mind when you hit a roadblock, right? That every problem has a solution. Remember the quotes, we'll refer to our quote because that's the main thing we'll focus on. That problem is not a stop. So, that means every problem has a solution. Problem should not stop you, right? Problem should not stop you. So she uses 4 steps process, 4 steps process. So she got a process to see, meaning that she studied the problem. She looked at the problem. She looked at the chain that was broken off the bicycle and said, okay, how can I begin to fix this bicycle right now? Then she came up with what? With four with four words, with four solving with four process. She came up with four-step process to do what? To get a bicycle fixed, right? So she learns that she is not a victim of any problem. So today, what am I telling you? You are not a victim of any problem. Say it to yourself. Say it to yourself. Say, I am not a victim of any problem. As a matter of fact, can I shock you that the more, that as the person God created you to be, is to be able to do what? To solve problem. You are supposed to be able to solve problem. That's the design. That's your design. So you should always look for a problem to solve, right? You should always look for problem to solve. You should always look for problem to solve. That is your makeup. That is how God has made you, right? Say, I am a problem solver. I'm not a victim to problem. I hope you are saying it. You can type it. I am a problem solver. I am not a victim to problem. So we move right. So insights into problem solving. What are the insights into problem solving? What are the insights into problem solving? So we are defining problem solving. So problem solving is what? The definition we have before us this evening says, or morning, depending on where you are joining in from. I think Daniela is joining from Australia. Wow. If I'm right, yes. Gift says, I am a problem solver. Yes, Daniela from Australia, you're already, what time? Midnight or something? We really appreciate your what's it called? Yes, your tenacity, right? You are very strong to stay up midnight to attend your class. We really appreciate you. 11:17, yeah. So insight into problem solving. The definition we have today is that problem solving is the process of finding solution to not just ordinary problem, complex or difficult issues. Problem solving is the process of finding solution to complex or difficult issues, right? There are some issues there are some roadblock you will hit, right? That have difficult, complex issues. That is where problem solving kicks in. Those are the kind of places where problem solving kicks in. Yes, David Quasedo, right? You are a problem solver. Yes. So problem solving is the process of finding solutions to complex or difficult issues. There are difficult issues, and the more problem you solve, right, the more good you'll be at, the more answer you will be to other problems, the more room you will have to lead, right? Because leaders must be able to have this attribute of problem solving, right? Then it is about breaking down a big challenge, into smaller manageable steps. Remember the case study of Zola. She said she uses a 4-step process. So problem solving is you being able to break down a big challenge into smaller manageable steps. Do you see? The moment you break the challenge into bit by bit, into steps, you will see that after all, is not a big problem. You see that it's actually not a big problem, right? Yes. So problem solving gives you that kind of when you are solving problem, you are able to break big challenge into smaller and manageable, so which helps you to approach the problem with a calm and logical plan, not with panic. You see, panic will not solve it. No, panic will not solve it. What will solve it is what? Is how do I do this? You will not panic. You begin to ask yourself, how, when you are confronted with challenges, and no matter how big it is, the first thing to do is how understand what happened. Then how do I begin? What can I do? How do I begin to, solve this problem? How can I begin to break this big problem into little bits, then solve it bit by bit? Do you see? Instead of you panicking, as a matter of fact, by the time you panic, what happens? You can even get into more, how will I put it now? The problem can expand the more, the problem can become bigger, much more bigger than it is. Do you see? I remember, I'll tell you a quick story about myself, right? I was a little girl, 8 years old, and I had a major accident. Let me put it that way. So it was a major accident. I had a fire accident in the house, and I was so confused that, and when I ran inside I didn't know what to do. The water was around where I was, but I didn't know what to do. I panicked. And when I panicked, what happened? I ran inside the house with fire burning around me. I ran inside the house and I went to stand by the curtain. You see, when I stood by the curtain, I saw the curtain was about, the curtain already picked the fire and was burning. I ran outside again. My grandma that I was staying with at that time, she ran after me. Her workers that were with her also ran. They had to now pour water and all that. Do you see? I panicked. I didn't think through it. But there was another time, just around, I think I was 9, I was not up to 10, after the 8-year-old one. I was trying, no, I think maybe I was 10. I'm not sure now, maybe 10. There was another accident with fire that almost, the gas bottle almost got exploded. I was the one trying to fix the gas bottle. Do you see? And when I was trying to fix it, there were some some gas escaped, and there was, what's it called? Stove in the kitchen, you know, and the stove was burning. Before you know it, everywhere that gas has escaped to caught fire. And immediately, I didn't panic this time around. I removed the gas head. I removed the gas, the head. I removed it. I quickly take water and I poured in those areas that I speak, and that was how the fire went. Was contained, and nothing burned except for the broom and maybe some little newspaper that my grandma had in her kitchen. Do you see? The whole house could have come down, right? Because I didn't panic. I understood, okay, this is what happened. The gas has leaked, and those places that it has leaked to are the places catching fire, right? And I knew what to do, and I did it, and it was contained. So I'm telling you that story to tell you that, problem solving you need to be able to do what? You need to be able to have a logical plan, calm and logical plan to do what? To solve the problem, not panic. Panic will not do anything. Then what are the 4 steps process that we can see as Zola did what? As she applied, she applied a 4-step process to fix a bicycle that was a bicycle chain, a bicycle that broke down. What are those 4-step process? Number 1 is identify the problem. Yes, it is all problem can be solved, and that was what we saw, and that was what when we were defining, when we read that quote. It says problems are not signs, they are guidelines. It is not a sign, it is not a stop sign, it is a guideline. So every problem can be solved. All you need to, that's why it's called problem solving. All you need to do is to think, and when you think through these 4 steps, you will be able to find solution. And number 1 is identify the problem. Identify the problem. What does this mean? Clearly state what the real problem is. You know, what is the real problem? What is the real problem? The bicycle broke down. It's not moving again. Why? What is the real problem? Why is this bicycle not moving again? Zola saw that the chain was broken. The bicycle chain was broken. She identified the real problem. Do you see? She identified the real problem, right? So number 2 is brainstorm solution. Okay, the chain has broken, right? The chain is broken. What are the solutions? Think of as many different ideas on how you can do what, how you can fix the problem. So you brainstorm on the solution, especially when you are in a team. You know, when you are in a team, you want to brainstorm on solutions, on the solution of how things can be better, of how things can improve. Do you see? So you want to brainstorm on solutions, different ways, different ideas. You want to have different people bring their ideas. That is why teamwork is also important in leadership, right? Yes. Then number 3 is that you want to choose the best solution. When you have brainstorm of different solutions, you want to choose the best solution. You want to ask, what is the best way to get this solved? What is the best way to get this solved out of these different solutions I have? So you want to choose, you want to decide which idea makes the most sense and which is most realistic. Do you see? Then number 4 is take action. Put your plan to motion. Put your plan to motion. As you have brainstormed, as you have identified the problem, brainstorm the solution, you have chosen your best solution, then put it to action. Don't procrastinate. Put it to action. Put it to action. Do you see? So I believe the person that asked if every solution, every problem, if we can solve if there's solution to every problem, and I said yes, right? So I want you to run through this 4th step with any problem you think you cannot solve. When you run through all these 4 steps, you will see that yes, indeed. That is why you won't panic when you see a problem. You won't panic. You analyze. You think. You will say, okay, what's really the challenge here, right? Because your original you are made to be a problem solver. God has made every one of us to be a problem solver, right? However, we need to do what we need to build capacity. That is why PDAC is there. That is why PDAC is there. Is a platform for you to know these things before you get. What if the problem seems bigger than you? There is no problem bigger than you. We said it. We have said it before. I mean, even Zola's father told her, if you follow through the story, Zola's father told her that every problem has a solution. Every problem has a solution. Then another thing we talked about is that you are not a victim of problem, right? So have that mindset. There is no problem that is bigger, that is bigger for solution. Once it's a problem, there's a solution. Do you see? Once it's a problem, provided it's a problem, there is a solution. If you think through it, you just have to think enough to be able to do what? To solve the problem. That is why PDAC grooms you to be problem solver, grooms you to be able to think critically, right? Those are one of the attributes you need to have as a leader. Critical thinking, right? critical thinking, those are the things. So if you can think, you will be able to solve problems, right? That is why I know, you should engage in activities that will help you to be able to think through problem, think through things. Don't just see things the way as they are. Don't just see things in the surface as they are on the surface. Think through it. When you think through it, you see problems, you see solutions. Do you see? The people that solve problem are the ones that rule the world. Do you understand that? So if you can solve problem, you will be able to rule the world. Who has the textbook here? If you have the manual, this hard copy manual. Does anybody have the hard copy manual? Yes, no, nobody has. Oh, okay. So I'll just call out the check your understanding part um of the class. What is the main, I'll see if you can even answer without options, right? What is the main idea of problem solving? Let's check our understanding. What is the main idea of problem solving? Can anybody, you can unmute to talk if you want to. What is the main idea of problem solving? Okay, it is everyone solve issues. Kiki, go ahead. You can go ahead.
Problem solving is the process of finding solution to complex or difficult issues.
All right, thank you very much. That is the main idea of problem solving is using step-by-step process to find solution to a challenge. Thank you so much, Kiki. Thank you so much. That was brilliant. Number 2 is, what was Zola's initial reaction to the broken bicycle? What was our first reaction to the broken bicycle? If you follow the story, go ahead if you can. If you want to answer, just go ahead. She panicked. Yes, Anthony, thank you. She panicked. She panicked. She panicked. I don't have the option here, Jennifer. I don't have the option here. I have the answer, and I don't want to just read out the answer. So she panicked. She panicked. She panicked. Yeah, she started panicking. Dara Shemi, thank you. She started panicking, right? And she felt helpless. Yes. Number 3, Zola's father helped her by teaching her that a problem is a challenge, not a what? A problem is a challenge, not a what? From what Zola's father told her. That a problem is a challenge, not a what? Are we typing? Yeah, not a stop sign. Jennifer, and you were looking for option. Yes, not a stop sign. Yes, that was correct. Thank you very much. Number 4, the first and the most important step is to what? The first and the most important step is to what? In solving problem, the first and the most important step is to what? Are we typing? Or you can talk. It's even on the screen, right? Identify the problem. Correct. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Afolabi. Thank you so much. Identify the problem. That's the first step to solving a problem. You identify the problem, right? Clearly identify what the problem is. Number 5, which of these is a good way to brainstorm solution? Which of these? I don't have the these. But one of the ways to brainstorm solution is what? Who can give us, we have different ways. How can you, okay, from what you learned now, if you want to brainstorm solution, what do you begin to do? There's a problem. How do you brainstorm on solutions? Gather many ideas as you can. Yeah, thank you very much. That was actually correct. Gather many ideas as you can. Yes, thinking of every best possible. Good job. Think of many ideas, Kiki. Anthony, think of many best ways and possible solution. Good. Communicating to your team and gather many. Correct. Very correct. Everybody is correct. Everybody is actually correct. Yes. Good job, everybody. Thank you for answering that. Think as much ideas as you can. Good job, Kate, Afam, and David. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Part 2 of our check your understanding is number 1. The story teaches us that problem solving is what? Is a skill you can learn and practice. Okay, sorry. The story teaches us that problem solving is a skill you can dash. Problem solving is a skill you can dash. The story teaches us that problem solving is a skill you can what? You can learn. You can learn and practice. Thank you so much. Learn and practice over time. Yes, it's a skill to be learned. Problem solving is a skill to be learned. And like I said, thank God for PDAC. This is what PDAC helps you to do. You learn to think critically so that you can solve problem. You learn to think critically so you can solve problems. So the story teaches us that problem solving is a skill we can learn and practice over time. Then number 2 says, a person with good problem solving skill would likely do what after failing an exam? That's a practical question. A person with a good problem solving skill would likely do what after failing an exam? Let me reframe this question. What will you do as a problem-solving person with problem-solving skill that you have gained now? What will you do maybe after failing an exam? Read more, okay? Practice more, right? Identify the problem. Okay, yeah, identify why you failed. Is it that you didn't study hard? Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Identify why you failed. Anthony said, identify the problem. Yeah, why did you fail? The problem is failure. So why did I fail? Is it that I didn't study well? Is it that I didn't know how to answer the question? What exactly was the problem? Yes, find out why I failed. Study hard and try again. Read more beautifully. Yeah. Make sure you study more often for the next one. Revise the ones you failed. Okay, very good answers, right? Those answers are good and correct, all correct. Yes, for example, if I fail exam, I want to understand why did I fail in the first place? Is it that I didn't understand the questions? Is it that the questions were not clear enough? Is it that I didn't read well, Then I begin to, after identifying the why, I now look for how can I get better next time. Then I do it. So you figure out why you fail and make new study plan. That's good. Thank you everyone for answering that. Then number 3 says, which of these is the final step in the process? Which is the final step? I won't give you these because I don't have them, but take action. Jennifer, thank you so much. You take action. You take action. You take action immediately. Don't procrastinate. Like I told you, don't procrastinate, And let me tell you, I've told us before, I say problem is everywhere. And the more problem the more problem you solve, the greater you become. If you look around you in the world today, there is one problem or the other that needs solution. And anybody that does what, anybody that solves the problem becomes the person adding value, and where value is, you are able to, whenever you add value, you are being paid for any value you offer. For example, look at the problem Joseph in the Bible solved. How many of us know that story of Joseph in the Bible? He solved the problem for a whole nation. And at the end of the day, he became, he was elevated, you know. So there are problems everywhere. Daniel was a problem solver. A lot of Bible characters were problems. So they solved problem. And the moment they solved problem, they were elevated. They were given a bigger status to occupy in the community. That is what happened. So taking action immediately, you are able to figure out a solution to a problem is key. I was teaching in my church, the teens in church today, and I told them that ideas flies in the air, and those ideas are solution to problems. Do you see? They are solution to problems. So immediately you get those ideas, you look for the solution, the problem is going to solve in the community. Then you do what? You take step immediately, take step immediately. What are you trying to show me, Kiki? I wish I can see it, but I can't. Okay, if you are talking, I can't hear you. You want to unmute yourself? Okay, do that. Kiki, where are you? Where are you? Let me see if I can unmute you from here.
I was showing you my lessons.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So you want to say something about the lesson?
Like, I wanted to show you the lesson, but I could read it out. So,
All right.
number one, my first lesson was problems are not stop signs, they are guidelines. Two,
Oh,
every problem has a solution.
okay.
Three, problems should not stop you. Four,
Okay.
problems is the process of finding solutions to complex and difficult issues. Five, it's about breaking down a big challenge into smaller, manageable steps.
All
Six,
right.
don't panic, problem solve. Seven, identify the problem, brainstorm solutions, and choose the best solution and take action. And eight, you are not a victim of problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kiki. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful you listened. I'm so grateful you took notes. Yeah, those are, I'm sure you would be a good problem solver, even right from now, right? You are not too small to begin to solve problem, beginning from the house. Then you go ahead to solve problem in your community, in your school, right? In your school, yeah. You can be the person that would, contribute to solving a particular problem in school. Then let's read number 4 says, by using a plan, Zola was able to feel more what? Zola was able to feel more what? More what? In control. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Zola was able to feel more in control. She didn't panic. She was able to feel in control, more in control of the problem. And as confident, yes, she feel in, I mean, as at the moment she feel more in control, confidence came naturally, right? Yes. So number 5 says the quote means that problems should be seen as what? Problems should be seen as what? The quote means that problems should be seen as what? Guidelines, opportunity to learn. Yeah, guidelines, solutions, right? Yes, opportunities to learn. Every guideline, yes, every problem should be seen as instruction that will help you to find a new path. Every problem should be seen as instruction, guidelines that will help you to find a new path. A new path. Probably the way you are going is not going to take you where you are going to, you know. So problem solving, that problem will give you, it will be an instruction, a guideline, you know. Like there's still saying that I hear often, that once you fail, you have learned how not to do that same thing that same way. You have learned, I mean, if you fail 5 times, you have learned 5 different ways of not doing that thing that same way, right? Have you heard that saying before? If you fail 100 times, it means that you have learned 100 ways of not doing that thing. It is not yet a failure until you call it a failure. You have learned what? You have learned how not to do it that way again, right? So failure is not failure until you name it failure. So you can just say, if you fail in a particular um in a particular endeavor, in a particular whatever it is that you want to do, if you fail in that, if you see it as you have failed, then that person has failed. But if you see it as, okay, that means I can't do this thing this way and get the result I want. Do you see? There are two different definitions. Somebody sees it as failure. You saw it as what? Okay, I can't do it this way again. I see it um, as 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 guideline for not to do it that way again. That is how you should see problem beginning from today, right? As PDAC ambassadors, that is how you should see problem. You should see problem as guidelines of how you need to, find a new path to whatever you are trying to do. Yes, our reflection, Coach Victor, if you can help us with that slide, our reflection and affirmation says, gifts and talent reflection question. Think about your gift or talent. I want you to reflect right now and think about your gift or talent. What is one small problem you have faced while using that gift? I want you to think about it. Think about you can write this down and reflect over it in your personal time. Reflect and think, what is one small problem I have faced while using my gift? It could be singing, it could be playing the keyboard, it could be, organizing. There are different gifts, right? So how did you use the 4-step problem solving? How can you use the 4-step problem solving method to address it? When you think about that problem, then now think about how to use the 4-step problem solving to address that problem. Do you see? Our affirmation, I want us to say it together. I want to go. I am a powerful problem solver. I can overcome any challenge. I will approach any problems with a calm and clear mind. I have the ability to find a solution for every obstacle I face. And I hope and I pray that that will be what your experience will be from now on. Yes, that will be your experience from now on. As you face any problem, you are given the ability to solve every obstacle that comes your way. Feedback time. How well did this lesson help you understand what problem solving is? Very well, a little bit, not at all. Okay, Jennifer said very well. Very well. Okay, who else wants to give me feedback? Very well from Jennifer, very well from Dominion. Very well. Very well, very well, very good. Okay. The second one says, was the story of Zola a helpful way to explain the topic? Yes, very well. I don't know. Very well. Is it? Yeah, very well, very well. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for that feedback. Then the last one here says, I am confident that I can start to use the problem solving method in my life. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, 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 yes. So in summary, today, in summary, problems are part of life. Anthony, Dominion, did you see that? Jennifer, did you see that? Problems are part of life, but they don't have to stop you. I told you, I say, if you look around, there are problems everywhere. It shouldn't stop you. It should only give you what? It should only give you, it should only give you guidelines to direct you to the path that will lead you to where you are going to. You see, problems are part of life, but they don't have to stop you. By using a simple four-step process of identifying, brainstorming, choosing, and acting, you can approach any challenge with confidence and find a solution. You can approach any challenge with confidence and find solution. Yes, as we come to an end of our teaching this month, I hope you have learned. I hope you have learned to be, you have learned in a better way. You have learned how to be a leader in a good way, right? Yes. So we say our creed, then I give us our announcement, then we go. Our creed together, want to go. I am a PDAC ambassador. I am a child of God. I understand myself. I discover, develop, and unleash my God-given potential. I have strong beliefs and values that guide my actions and decisions. I cultivate good habits and follow principles that lead me to success. I have the wisdom to make, manage, and multiply money efficiently. I am confident and I am a confident and inspiring speaker. I dream big dreams, set smart goals, make great plans, and take quick steps to make my dreams come true. I am a great leader. Okay, I am a great leader. I inspire myself and others to achieve great things. I am excellent in my academics and I love to learn new things. I believe in myself. I have a positive self-image. I understand and manage my emotions well, and I am sensitive to others' feelings. I am proud to be a PDAC ambassador and will fulfill my duties with love, respect, excellence, and can we say that again? The last one, I am proud to be a PDAC ambassador and will fulfill my duties with love, respect, excellence, and dedication. So help me God. Thank you everyone for joining us in the month of June for our leadership, our personal development series for the month of July, right? So as we have some little some information for us, some announcement for us. How many of us have registered for the summer class, PDAC summer class? Okay, Daniela, that's good. Good job. Who else? Only Daniela. It shouldn't be only Daniela. If you have not registered, you still have to. How many days? Today is 20 what? 26. Yeah, because it starts 1st of August, and you should do that. You should do that. You should do that. So just try and register, please, for the summer class. It's going to be a blessing. I can assure you that it's going to be a blessing. You would enjoy every bit of it. It's for a month. Anoluwa Shetemi, okay. Okay, Daniela, you want to say something, or you want to ask, or you are telling me you registered?
Ma, I
So,
was telling you I registered.
oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Yes. So if you have not registered for the summer boot camp, you still have the opportunity to do that before 1st of August, right? And if you need information to do that in your WhatsApp group where you get your information in your community, you'll see informations as how you will register for the summer boot camp. Then, because of the summer boot camp, there won't be, throughout August, we won't have the classes, we won't have classes, the every Sunday classes, every Sunday class. We won't have it throughout August. How should we register? Anoluwa Shetemi, are you in the WhatsApp group? If you are not in the WhatsApp group, just check the message here. Coach Victor will put Coach Victor will put for us the number to join the WhatsApp group. Okay. So if you are not in the WhatsApp group, Coach Victor, please, can you put the contact so that he can quickly copy it and, join the WhatsApp group to get information for the summer boot camp. So because of the summer boot camp, we will have our regular Sunday ambassador training, right? We will resume first Sunday in September, which is, let me check the date of first Sunday in September. We are resuming 6th of September, 4 p.m. Nigerian time, 5 p.m. UK time, 11 p.m. Australia time, right? Afolabi, Daniela, right, I think. So 6th of September, mark your calendar. That's the next Sunday class we will have. 6th of September, that's the next Sunday class we will have. But August boot camp starts 1st of August. 1st of August. And I want us, if you have not registered, try and register. I'm sure Coach Victor has, the number is here, +234 8062144418. So get the number, join the WhatsApp community, then, or call or text the number. They give you the link, they put you in the WhatsApp community, and every information you need will be given to you, right? I want you to unmute yourself and just say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Any question? No question, right? We can go and close for the day. See you September 6th. See you September 6th. Just look for one person's